Alright, ciao guys. We're playing a demo of The Letter. Letter is a horror game with the work. I'm gonna say it like that. I don't want to put too much out there to spoil it, but as you see, this is the 2.0 doing. I don't want to spoil anything, and I just died from eating M&Ms or eating trail mix. Yeah, let's start. Ah, shit, it's not voiced. The Immediate Guard Manson. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Amerdine of Luxembourg, humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Let me see something real quick. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended with the good nobles perish at the hands of the Great Plague. Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte Emmerding. The mansion has stood since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. And that is when it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, cries and howls that filled the night, and hearsay of a mysterious woman roaming the hollow halls aimlessly. People who dared enter those walls were simply never heard from again, or probably just kidnapped and say they were never heard from again. You know. Even after 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend and its curse still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a ruse or hoax. With little regard for the truth, they had With little regard for the truth, they had Briar Realty Corporation place the property back on sale, like Pandora's box. That the secrets that lie inside awaits to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. Good luck, Isabella.
Hello? Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
A familiar jittery voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose! I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Oh, well.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all. And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that! They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
That was one time, Isabella! Loosen up! Anyway, just get here ASAP,
Hey, what the fuck
please.
did they see?
I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
She hangs up before I even respond. Rose. Still charming and stubborn.
Who was that?
I looked up from my phone to see Rebecca give me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started? You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Oh, wait,
Or get
mansion?
killed.
That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about? Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
And pay them bills. As soon as those words have left my mouth, Becca left out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me.
Huh? No. No, I would like to make my own money, please. Thank you.
Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect once she has that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
Shit, she found out my real lifestyle. At least I put eggs with some protein in it. She crosses her arms and grimaces at the thought. Her voice slightly rises as she begins to scold at me, and instantly I'm reminded why Rebecca is excellent at her job teaching mysterious teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you. You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
Or I can find a job that does meal plans so I can get it for free. Ah. Why not gonna let me?
Hey! I eat other things too.
I fold my arms against across my chest, mimicking her posture, and give her the best friend I could muster. At the same time, the same one I would use with my younger siblings when they were being difficult. Instead, she only raised an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
Everything else. You ain't buying my food, so you're okay.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet?
Oh, fuck, I got a cat in here.
I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Rebecca's wrinkling her nose by the time I get to the end of the small list. I think she went a little green on the last one. I would have laughed a little at that if I didn't know it was only lead to more reminiscence from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago? Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year. In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
Hold on, my cat is tearing down the fucking door. Alright, my cat. My cat really wanted my attention. So, she shakes her head and possibly laughs at some of the funny distant memory. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's just better to let Becca talk until she's out of things to say. But when she turns her attention back to me, there's only a warmth in her smile. This time.
What am I going to do with you?
Let me live. She says there's more to herself than me. Her voice shifting to something kinder, even motherly, if I'm looking for an exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. I already told you before. You're always free to reheat food in my fridge.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
I nod in response, but I'm pretty sure I will never take that offer. Ever. It's not pride, rather, I simply seen plenty of times how friendship take a turn for the worse just because a few unpaid debts. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about a lot of small things, petty things, but Becca already feels close to a real sister to me. I hate to lose that relationship over something so trivial. Rebecca taking a quick glance at something behind me. Probably the clock hanging above the noseboard snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
She turns to her desk, sloppily shifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. I reckon she's working out her lesson plans for next week. Or trying, at least. Her eyes are distant, and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. As if hearing my thoughts, Rebecca starts coughing heavily, her hands hastily going to her mouth to stifle the sounds. This is precisely why I followed her here in the first place. For someone who makes a habit out of worrying for other people, Rebecca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
No.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
I level with her with a flat look. She had a cold for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her physician prescribed to her. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you.
Do what I want.
I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can always sigh. Why do I even bother? There's nothing stopping her once she has decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it warily when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is the one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
All right, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eye when she shifts her gaze back to me. Ooh, glaze. Glazed donuts.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Alright. Before I could retort, she cast another look at the clock, a sign to finally end the conversation and my short visit. With a wave of goodbye, I left her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. I hailed October 20th. Take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I didn't have trouble getting the driver directions. Apparently, everybody in Luxembourg City knew of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding of it. Just the mentions of the mansion's name is enough for locals to give you cautious, sidelong glances. I learned the hard way the first time I commuted here, and it only served to boost my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of it being renovated and placed back on the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I averted my eyes from the window as soon as the buildings we passed grow less, and we get a glimpse of the countryside. A quick glance at my watch told me that we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done while waiting. Rose did ask me to do some last-minute reviews on the mansion documents yesterday. I went through all of them last night, but you never know when things could potentially go wrong. Life has a ways of messing things up like that. Sort of. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. I picked it up while out looking, neatly tucking between my ear and shoulder. It's probably just Rose again.
Rose?
Guess again.
Shit. That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah, you know the indie movie he's been working on for months? The premiere's going on tonight at a film fest, and he's really excited to watch it with us. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village. I'm on my...
On your own?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles from the other end, and I couldn't help but roll my eyes at him.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Damn, it's not Ash Frey, it's Ash Hole.
Whatever. Bye.
Stupid Ash Hole. Always tease me whenever he sees a chance. I show him who's tough. It takes a few more minutes until I finally reach the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. Beautifully situated in the middle of a vast open field, with several lush green trees dotting the immediate vicinity, and converging into a small woodland nearby. If I had the money, I'll happily buy and live in a place like this. Yet, despite all that, It does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and the rustling of the leaves could be heard as the occasional breeze passed. Could be cursed. But, while Aslam village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose out of fear. Perhaps horrified at the thought of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow, makes you feel sad. Maybe some of ghosts is lonely, The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all more eerie than it had any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place is going to be at night.
Are you planning to go inside that place, Missy?
Hell yeah, I'm ready for this paycheck, for these coins. The voice nearly made me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is non-committal hum and a return of my nod. Blatantly, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out and promptly hand him the fare with an unapologetic look. I expect him to leave as soon as I pay, but there's a hesitation expression on his face, as if there's something he hasn't said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives off after that, but what he said left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathe out the heavy sigh as I make my approach towards the house. I should have expected the conversation to take that turn, but I'm already here, and backing out is completely out of the question now. It isn't like I have any other choice in the matter anyway. If I want to get that bonus and commission one way or another, I got to sell this property. The door is ajar when I get to it. However, and my own copy of the keys dangle in my head, now useless. Fuck it, Rose. Rose must have left it open when she's arrived earlier. That's weird. We might be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone careless. Entering what greets me inside leaves me keeping. Actually, okay, alright, so, okay, Chicky. They cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook and cranny and crevice, and made it spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever, as though it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, they should have just listened to whatever other people are telling them and leave this place alone. Some things in this world are better left in peace, never to be disturbed again.
Rose?
I called out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly through the hallways. Oh, who am I kidding? In this place, in a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me despite the deafening silence. She'd be all the way on the other side of the mansion for all I know. I reach for my phone and dial her number, but...
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
The fuck? Bitch, Rose. You should have waited outside in the front. You should have waited by the curve. We don't do all this shit. What do you mean it has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she was eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away. Right? Right? No, Isabella W. Dicker, she probably wandered off deeper in the house and lost signal or something. I dial her number again, hoping to connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
The fuck? But to no avail, as I drink some water. Oh shit. Oh boy. I have a bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
Dude, Isabella, calm your nuts. Like nothing popped up yet, and you gave me that face. No answer. This isn't going to work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing on to the deeper side of the mansion. Taking a couple steps forward, I noticed something move by the hallway above the grand staircase. I didn't see
What
shit.
the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you?
Man.
Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh? Fine. I'm going.
Okay, that was a lie. She's a friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I made another attempt to reach her phone. Come on, please give me something. Please, Lord. Yes, it finally came through.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There's also heavy static coming from her side. I sincerely hope it doesn't get cut off again before I get an answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to settle.
I'm attic.
What? The attic? Why?
Crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there? With how deep inside the mansion the attic is, there's barely any signal there. No wonder I couldn't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places she could be, she had to make me go get fetched in the creepiest part of the room. Like, come on. Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I feel better about being in this place. I make my way carefully up the staircase, my legs wobbly as I mentally curse the fact I chose real estate, when I could have picked up a career that didn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. It branches out to the major wings of the mansion, the east and west wing. There are 2 attics here, one on each. But the east side has been converted to a storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never did like going to stuffy rooms. So I head towards the restroom first, where a simple wooden door at the end of the hallway opens to a small room. Inside, another set of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase, though, the stairs to the attic are deep, steep, and were made of rocks. If I'm not too careful, I can easily stumble and fall. Thank God it's still daylight. With how old this place is, there are no light fixtures to illuminate the narrow passage, and I would need a flashlight to make my way up. Why they didn't bother to add one here that when they renovated creeps me. Ugh, sheesh. They did it with the rest of the house. A small bedroom welcomes me upon reaching the top. It looks exactly like it had been last time I was here, full of dust, worn out and faded by the time, and yet I hear voices and Rose is not up here. Odd. I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? Including, missing a few holes in the fucking wall? Because I don't think I should be hearing voices. Cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? No. It couldn't have been a dream, But I hear this lady's voice, so let's say it's a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of this estate is doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. And I'm sure she said she was here in the attic. Maybe this was just a prank, or maybe the phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Oh, shut up, brain. You're not helping. Don't make this scary as it already is, and you know we're gonna think that this lady's voice is the wind from through the wood. I don't think this is supposed to happen. But if she's not here, then where is she? So why my character chose real estate? What the freaking Lisa Frank is that? That's it. I can't do this more. I'm going. We must have angered the spirits living here. I knew disturbing the mansion was a bad idea from the very start. But no one listened. But fucking realistic, they said. They think I'm cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. Oh, it wouldn't save me. I've always strived to be a model employee, but not this time. No, I'm turning back for the sake of my sanity. Briar Reality can find another fucking agent who is more fucking realistic than me to tour people around this fucking goddamn haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last look at the grilling room. Hold on, just check.
Huh? What's this?
Damn it, Isabella, get your country buskers. My worries about Rose's whereabouts must have cost me a misdeed when I first entered the room, but there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like
A letter?
lying on the ground just a couple of inches away from my feet, right close by the bed where ghosts can pop at me. Shut up, brain. Out of sheer curiosity, I leaned down to pick it up. Strange, I don't recall seeing this the last time I was here. A few days back, me and a few other angels were exploring the mansion to prepare for today. I had been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly has not been there before. Maybe from the renovation, maybe because, my brain needed to shut the fuck up. Someone must have been in this room since then. Did Rose leave with me? Was she here a while ago? I couldn't have missed her though. Could I? There's only one set of stairs from the attic. The letter isn't exactly pristine condition. In fact, it looked rather ancient, a little dusty. The paper is also so thin and rough, I'm worried it would fall apart. And so if I much touch it. With great care, I open it and I read, shook me to my fucking core.
What? What? Oh my god.
Bruh. Isabella, shut your brain. Nothing but the words helped me fill the page. All of them really written with a Christine shaded pen. My blood. Yeah, that's true. I gulped. The same phrase just keep going on and on until
Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what?
Girl, you got a chain letter.
Or else what?
As quickly as I can, I scan the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out on the second page. But there's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
My hands were trembling as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Fuck. I really like this ghost because this ghost just chainmailed the shit out of her. Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what, bitch? You gonna come and haunt me? It's okay. If I die, I'm gonna come and haunt you too. We can haunt each other. I am the chainmail queen. Come on, get me fucked up. I'll send it right back to you too. Fold into the paper and have the sight that greets me and next froze me on the spot. Damn. What are those? A pair of blood-soaked feet enters my field of vision, covering gap wounds with skin eaten away to refill flesh. I don't see any blown bone and all matter things that I wasn't meant to see. Nerves and veins were exposed in a grotesque display. A foot rests at a painfully odd angle, and toenails seemed to have fallen off, leaving only the decayed remains of infected nail beds in their wake. Bile rises in my throat at the gore in sight. It's too much. All of it's too much. I want to make a break for the door, run, scream, throw up, anything. My mind's screaming at me, but my feet won't budge, glued to the floor and completely paralyzed out of terror. Trapped in my own body, the only sign that I'm alive is the loud beating of my heart as it echoes in my ears, and the tremor that continuously runs through my body. I opened my mouth to say something, but the words catch in my throat. I wanted to fucking cry. Be brave. Be brave. Fuck it up. I need to face it. Whoever, whatever those feet belong to, I need to face it. And if I'm going to die, if they're going to kill me, at least know what my killer looks like. A cold comfort. I can feel tears forming to the corner of my eyes, and my whole body still trembles. I never felt this vulnerable in my entire life. I take a deep breath, summon every ounce of courage I had left in me, and shift my gaze upwards. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Please, don't hurt me!
So, let's see, you hit your forehead on something. Is that how you died? Did you trip on the staircase? Huh.
No!
Without thinking, I scrambled towards the door. I struggled to open it, but it won't budge.
Stay away! Go away! Please, Lord! Make it go away!
Why now? Why won't it open? My heart sinks in as reality dials in. I'm locked in with that thing.
Let me out! Let me out! Lord, please, let me out!
It slowly approaches me as I run to doorknob violently back and forth. Yes. It's gone. Where is it? What? Can't stop, won't stop. The door finally swung open and it couldn't have been happier. Wasting no time, I leap out to the door and I don't look back. My feet pounded against the door like a cacophony of drums in rhythm with loud, fast beating of my heart. My chest feels so tight, like it's gonna burst. By the time I run past by the hallway and find myself atop of the grand staircase, that's nothing compared to the feeling I hope the sight of exit gives me. Racing down the stairs, I breathe, laugh escapes me, and my shoes slip and I found myself falling until my back hits the ground and pain rocks my body. My head grows fuzzy and my vision dims at the first sight. Fight to stay awake.
No. Go away.
The last thing I see are those fucking feet before I know it's darkness. Cool. That is the demo. I'm sorry the last thing you saw was those fucking feet because I'll be mad as fuck. I did enjoy that the simple demo was actually pretty good, and this is just the beta. I didn't see any problems with the clicking. I used the spacebar to continue one of the lyrics, so we just gotta see the rest of the folks. I mean, what the fuck you gonna do with the gun? That's like probably a prop gun or something. But I hope you guys enjoy this.